Right, hello there Cardiff, good morning and welcome to another ride at the Ride Free Motorbike channel, where we like to ride free and not get hassled by the man. So today I think we're going to do things a little bit different. So I do think on some of my previous videos my riding has been quite aggressive. It's safe for me, I think, but quite aggressive for other people watching. Some of my overtaking, some of my filtering, things been a bit much. So what I want to do today is when we see a hazard or we see how we're developing, thing that we need to do, like overtake, filter, stop, I'm going to see how quick I can notice it and then ask you guys what you think we should be doing. So you can leave it in the comments of what's coming up. So let's see, like for example, we're coming down the road now, we see the car up there is indicating and he stopped, the van, right at the top. There's a bus coming up as well. So, as long as these things come past me nice and easily, I am thinking about filtering right to the front. On such a short street and narrow street, would you filter right to the front? I will have to go on the other side of the road. Comment in the box, what would you do? Keep an eye on this works van. Should we go right to the front, through these cars? I think I will be. So here we are, taking off again. Now, as you can see, this is a lovely open road. The bus has just indicated to turn out. That means we're going to be stuck behind the bus. What would you do? How would you approach this situation now? We have a little look. We can see there's a stream of cars coming up on our left hand side. Do you wait for your time and overtake? The bus is braking. There's a car coming. Okay, we're in second gear. We're still travelling behind the bus. Are we getting super close to the bus like this? Or are we backing away from the bus so we can see around the bus? Right, the road's clear now, but there's a junction on the left. Okay. Nice and clear road. Should we go for it? Yes, we are. The bus pulled in. Accelerate down the road now. We've got a mama there with a baba. She's pressing the lights. Okay. A big stream of traffic. Should we A, stay behind all these cars or filter around all these cars? I'm going to filter around all these cars. And I'm going to come right through. Keep an eye on this junction, nothing's coming out of here. Right through to the front of these cars. Keeping my eyes on them lights because they change like that. And then we get through. So what would you have done then? Would you have stopped and waited behind the whole line of cars? Or would you have filtered like I did and got through? There's a speed bump, let's slow down a bit to an acceptable speed to get over. The bus is having difficulty. There might be cars behind the roundabout. We'll slow down the roundabout, come onto the roundabout and exit on our exit we want. Okay, the same situation again. We've got a big line of cars. All our lights on red. There's a stream of cars coming up. We're slowing down. Are we going to stop here? Or are we going to go around the cars? Well, I'm going to go around the cars. I'm making my way all the way to the front. We'll just roll down in neutral. Stop at the lights. And wait for our turn. An ambulance come in. Ambulance! Oh no! So I've never understood people. Still I don't understand. I do understand, especially newbies. They get a new bike, they've got the motorbike, and they're sitting in traffic. Have they not watched hundreds and hundreds of YouTube channels explaining the dangers of sitting in traffic in cars? I remember one time last year, there was a gentleman on his little 125 Cruiser, and it was pelting down rain, absolutely pelting down rain, and I was in my car, and he was in the traffic, and he had all the room in the world to filter to the front of the line, to the lights, but he never. He just sat there in the rain, you know, in the traffic. It's confusing. You buy a motorbike to get ahead. That's the idea of having a motorbike. You didn't like sitting in traffic in your car, so you bought a motorbike to get ahead. That's what we ride for. That's one of the reasons we ride. So we don't have to mess around with traffic lights again now. Let's just relax and chill. Alright, let's get going. We're off again. We're going to accelerate a bit. Second gear. We're up into third gear now. We're going to go to fourth gear and we're going to cruise. So it is wet now. It's winter. The floors are wet. You will not see me riding as energetically. So we're stopping or we're going to filter. The van's come in. Let's filter around slowly. Let's just take it easy. You can see us. The van can see us. Nice and easy. The guy's going to change the green. Let's pick a point to come in. Just behind the Mercedes. Now, there was nothing wrong with that at all. That was very good. We weren't screaming. We weren't trying to kill anyone. Let's go into the bus lane. Get past these cars. The bus lanes, you've got to be careful of all the markings. That's all paint on that floor, that is. All them little bus lanes, move in, stop, arrows, they're all paint. You're going around them quite quick and you're going to slip. There's a biker over the road. Has he seen us? Oh, he's a little bit unsteady. He's in a Honda. Alright, let's get going. So, we're on an open road again now. There's a camera come in. We're up to third gear. We're going to go to fourth gear. Fifth gear. And that's it now. We're going to relax. Just chill. We don't speed on a motorbike if it's not necessary, but we don't ride a motorbike at 15 miles an hour either. You know, it doesn't feel natural for the bike. The bike needs to be going at a pace. You know, cruising along on a motorbike at 20 miles an hour, the bike doesn't like it. Let's slow down for his lights. So looking back on the video, what things would have you done? Would you have filtered on the left hand side rather than the right hand side so you weren't on oncoming traffic? Would you went a bit faster? Would you be riding faster? Does the weather conditions permit you to go faster? Let's get going. Accelerate hard. Get into second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear and relax. There's another speed camera come in. We just slow down to the speed that we need to be at. Going down our gearbox a bit. Now, there's a VW behind me and it's right behind my bum. It's a VW Golf. So I want to get some distance from him because if I have to stop in emergency, I don't want him in the back of me. Taking it easy because it is wet. Keep an eye out for the drains so we don't slip. 2 lanes on the right hand side, 1 lane for us. We're getting closer to traffic again. We've got a merging lane here. I'm going to come over into my merging lane. We're looking now at the lights red, the SVR. This VW's indicators come over, we've seen him well in time. So what we're going to do, well, I don't know about you guys or how you ride, but I'm going to use this bike to go to the front of that queue. Again, keeping an eye on the lights, they change, you see that? Let's take it easy. We'll sneak in behind this Vauxhall. we'll go around the Vauxhall and accelerate off again. So I've managed to do all that at the appropriate speed, so 20 mile an hour, okay? And it's so slow. Not that it's slow, but you've got so much time to recognise the hazards, the dangers, what the other cars are doing, what they're thinking about doing. You've got so much time to see and understand what they're doing. And all this stuff comes with experience. I basically myself, I have been city riding now for the past 8 years. In the city, that's all, commuting in the city. I didn't start going out to the city until I got this big bike, until I got my full license. Then I went out of the city, started doing some lanes and a bit further abroad from Cardiff City. So not that I'm an expert or I'm the best or anything like that, but that is majority of where I've learnt my riding is in the city. I've learned how to read cars, I've learned how to read certain types of cars. Okay, so here we are again. We've come over now to the right hand side. The left hand side is full of cars. The lights have changed. Let's pick a spot to come in. We don't have to get right to the front line. I don't want to get ahead of the traffic, that's all we're really bothered about. Which we have got ahead of the traffic. Now this traffic's quite bunched up. Let's indicate. Oh, this VW look is indicating as well. What's he trying to do? Just get around that van. So now in a situation like this, what are we doing? I can see a big gap coming in the cars. Should we going to overtake them all, or should we just sit like this? Well, because of that massive gap, I'm going to overtake all these cars and get ahead. I'm keeping an eye out for this right-hand junction here. Here, there's a junction. I'm keeping out there. That red car's coming out. I have to put a bit of power to get ahead. Now that was a perfectly safe manoeuvre. I was vigilant for the whole thing of it. I was keeping my eye out on the right-hand side where the junctions were. And because I seen that red car coming out so far ahead, my choices were to slow down a bit and move in behind the black car, or power on a bit and get ahead of the queue. I decided to power on the bike a bit and then get ahead of the queue. But you'll learn all these things as you're riding, you know. Like I said, I'm 8 years in. I'm not even that far in compared to other riders people have been riding all their life. You learn how to read the road and read the cars and read your surroundings, and you know what is safe and what isn't safe. You know, flying down the motorway, flying down a road like this at 80 mile an hour isn't safe. That's not safe. But coming down this road a little bit, you know, energetically, as long as you're being aware of your surroundings, you should be able to read it and understand what's happening. So off we go again. Right, here's the judgment for us. We've got a nice open road here we have, but up here we've got a crest and we can't see over it. Are we going to go full pelt at this crest and hope there's no cars behind it, or are we going to slow down? Well, we're going to go over easy, aren't we? A nice speed so we can get over the crest and see what's happening. So that was nice and clear then. Coming down this road now, we see on the right hand side there's a whole lot of cars. There's a roundabout up ahead, so we've got to start judging it, start looking at the roundabout. How busy it, how many cars are coming, you know, what's around, is anyone trying to come over to our left hand side? Let's start slowing down, putting the bike into second gear. There's no cars coming, the van's coming round, but we have plenty of time. Nice and easy, nice and controlled. Let's slow down a bit. Let's get going a bit as well so we can go with the flow of traffic. So, can you shoot around this van? There's plenty of room there. Is there a gap on the other side? Not really. We'll slow down. We won't put anyone under unnecessary pressure. did have plenty of time then to get through that gap where that van was. Plenty of time. There's someone zebra crossing up there. I've seen him on the side of the van. That means all the cars are going to slow down. Okay, we're coming now to indicate right to go across this traffic. The white car's coming. He's coming at a bit of a pace, so we're going to slow down and wait for him to pass. He's turning right as well. Let's turn in. Nice and easy. Trying to be too aggressive with the bike because the floor is wet and we might slip. Okay, constant indicator. We're going to go right again. We're taking the bike up to the cross line, which is up here, and then we're turning the bike in, holding it on the clutch. So how was that? Is that a bit different? Tell me in the comments what you think. Like that type of thing. You know, what would you have done in these situations? Would you have blasted all the way through the city, taken your time? Would you have filtered so much? Would you have waited behind? What would have you done a bit different? So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.